Welcome back to Central Valley Talk. I'm your host, Mike Briggs, and if it is Wednesday and it's an 11 a.m. hour, we're talking arts, authors, and other creative things that are going on. You know, we started Central Valley Talk because people always said, there's nothing to do around here. There's nothing going on in this place. So I always got so angry because there's so many things. I wish we could just have a day off sometimes, but we can't because there's so many great things going on, and we're dedicated to looking around the entire valley and finding these fun things and bringing them to you so you know, so you can go. So you don't have to say there's nothing to do anymore. You can say there's something really cool going on. Now, we have our next guest is Sandra Hay from Playhouse, Merced. Mm-hmm. Sandra or Sandra?
Sandra.
Okay, I always say it wrong, Sandra. Sandra. Sandra Hay, Playhouse Merced. Now, you're a group of people who put on plays all the time, really.
Oh, yes, all the time. Playhouse Merced has a full slate of shows. I'm coordinating the Perennial Players program there, which is for creatives 50 and up.
Ah, I could be in a play.
That's right. Yes, we try to bring in people who've kind of aged out of the normal lead roles,
romantic
unfortunately.
roles and
Yes, and people who've been in theater for a while and haven't done it, and all of a sudden they want to get back into it. So that's what we do.
I want to hit real quick because I have a million questions about what you just said. But first, I just want to tell our viewers, what is the play? Is it coming up or is it going on?
It's coming up. We're going to be running April 6th, 7th, and 8th. The 6th and 7th will be one show in the evening at 7:30, and on Saturday the 8th we have two shows, a matinee at 2 and another evening show at 7:30.
That sounds like an awful lot of work.
Yes.
And is that the run of the play?
That's the run of the play.
And it's Calendar Girls. And who's this by? Tell us a little bit about that play.
Calendar Girls is inspired by a true story that happened in England. It was first made into a movie by Miramax with some very famous actresses in it. So it tells a story about a group of women from a women's club. They want to raise money.
I just now remembered that movie.
They want to raise money to get a settee for the cancer ward where one of the ladies' husbands had died. So they decide to do a calendar where they pose nude. Okay. And they raise tons and tons and tons of money.
Is there a lot of nudity in this play?
There's one scene where they do the actual photo shoot for the calendar, but everything is... You don't really see any nudity. It's all implied. Lots of pastries and flowers and teacups and things.
And these are all people 50 up,
Yep.
50 plus, which was the movie. That's and a true story, too.
Yes, it's a true story.
Now, and the director is?
I'm the director.
Sandra Hay is the director.
Yes, and I'm also playing one of the women.
Now, this is a lot of work. I mean,
it is.
People. I've been in a couple of plays, and so much goes into it. From you have to memorize a bunch of lines. Mm-hmm. You got to get people to move and end up at the same spot every day at the exact same time.
Right.
And the lights and all that. But there's this other giant component is you have to have an audience.
Yes, that's important to have an audience. And I expect that this will bring in a lot of people because people are familiar with the story, and who doesn't want to see a bunch of middle-aged women getting out there and having fun again? Yeah.
Is it all women in the play, by the way?
We have 3 men.
Okay.
The play supporting roles.
Now, they're all 50 plus, and how many total people in the
There's
play?
11 total people in the play.
The reason I ask that is I find the more people you get in the play, the more audience members you can get, because brothers, sisters, uncles, grandma, nieces, nephews, all those will come there. So that's a good idea to get more people in there. Okay, now say the dates. I always get confused because this show's going to air for the next couple of weeks.
Right. So April 6th, 7th, and 8th.
Okay, that's what day of the week?
That's a Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Okay.
That Sunday is Easter, so you can kind of...
Okay, it's right before Easter.
Right before
and
Easter.
And 2 shows on Saturday.
On Saturday, a 2 o'clock matinee and a 7:30.
Now, we have the website up there. I meant to ask you before we went on the air if I got it correct. PlayhouseMerced.com?
Yes, that's where you go to get tickets.
What is the facility where your play is?
We're going to be holding the play down the street from the Playhouse at the Merced Multicultural Arts Center.
Okay. Wow, you've expanded beyond, and things are going on. And what other things are coming up at the Playhouse?
Well, right now, The Giver has started, and they're working on the kids' show Newsies, Newsies Junior, and then Pippin is going to be
It'll be an
coming
adult
after
show?
that. Yes.
Yeah. So you have a kids department,
Yes.
and I don't want to call it grown up.
The regular department.
Regular department. And then I don't want to call it senior department because I'm 64.
I know, right?
And it's not old anymore. 50.
That
You have
was-
50-year-olds. These are kids.
That was always the challenge in trying to figure out a name for the program. Senior theater? Mature? No. So perennial players, because we just keep on going.
Keep on going. Now, we're way out of time, but I got a couple of questions. Perennial players, for example, do people have ever had to have acted?
No,
To
they
audition?
don't. We have a first timer in this cast, as a matter of fact.
And should people be afraid to come and try out? Or
No, because we give them all the support that they need.
direction, support, you get them where they need to be and
Yes.
get them out there. And everybody needs a hobby.
Yes.
Right now in my life, all my kids have left. And no kids. And I lived for the kids. That's all I did. They moved to a whole other state,
Yeah.
New York. And what a great thing for a grown-up, a mature person to get involved in
Yeah.
the theater. Yeah. Now, I want to make a pitch to the people of Merced or Fresno. It's only what you drove here. How long did it take you?
It only took an hour, and I have friends here in Fresno that are
Yeah.
coming up to see the show.
Right, it's always an hour. Go Fresno to Merced or Merced to Fresno. It's going to be an hour, and that's not bad. If you lived in L.A. and you went to the theater, you'd probably drive more than an hour.
Oh, yeah.
Or San Francisco, you'd drive more than an hour. So this is just up the road. By the way, did it rain in Merced?
Yesterday we had like an inch of rain in like
Oh
5
my
minutes.
gosh. Merced never gets an inch, so that's a lot.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Anything else you want our viewers to know?
Just tell your friends and family and come get tickets. It's going to be a great show.
Great. Just go to playhousemerced.com. Now, if somebody's thinking of getting involved, would they find information there about
Yes,
auditions
there'll
and stuff?
be all the information for auditions will be there. We have a Facebook page. You can go there and like the page for Playhouse Merced, and you can see all of our notices there as well.
Nice. By the way, I always think of acting, go sign up, audition, go and be in a play. Is there other ways for people to be involved?
Yes, you can get involved in the technical side. You can help learn how to run the lights, the light board and the sound board. We have costumes that need to be done, sets that need to be
Costumes,
painted.
too. I didn't think of that,
yeah.
I
Be a
think of
stage
more
manager.
like, I'd like to stand there and hand out the playbill.
Yes, ushers are always
Ushers,
needed.
yeah. All righty. Our guest is Sandra Hay, Playhouse Merced, the Perennial players who are the players over 50, and they're putting on Calendar Girl.
Yes.
Thank you for coming,
Thank you
Sandra,
very much.
all the way from Merced. We really appreciate that. And we will be back with more Central Valley Talk right after this.